Hey Taurus, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your May reading. It's a love reading, answering the question, how does your partner feel about you? So I'm going to go ahead and lay the spread out now. So at the center of the reading, we've got the Eight of Coins, clarified by the Page of Swords. So currently your partner he's putting in, or she's putting in, quite a lot of hard work into finding out some more information. They could be studying at the moment as well. They could be studying you, they could be getting to know you, they could be putting a lot of work into trying to figure you out, asking you a lot of questions. They do feel like you are worth investing in, which is why they're asking so many questions, because they really want to maybe understand you so they can know how to please you. And also just want to get to know you, to lay the right foundations, to make sure that the relationship goes in the right direction. This person could be a little bit of a control freak as well. So then we've got the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Four of Coins. So subconsciously, they're really quite happy about things. They feel like they've met their dream, but they're not showing you that. Their intentions is not to actually show you how they feel. When I say intentions, they're subconscious. Their natural kind of MO is to keep their feelings to themselves and not really to be very open about it. It's probably why that we've got the Page of Swords here. This is someone who might go a bit more behind the scenes and kind of try and ask people about you, ask your work colleagues about you, trying to figure you out before they go ahead and express themselves. Until then, they will kind of keep their cards close to their chest, but they are feeling really happy about this. They're very, very happy about the situation. They feel like they've hit the jackpot in a way. Like if they were to list out all the things they wanted in a partner, you probably do fit a lot of the description. Yeah. So then we've got the Ace of Cups in the near past. So we've got the Four of Cups clarified by the Ace of Cups. So I don't know if in the past you may have not been interested in this person, and they were very much in love with you. They felt maybe a bit dejected that you had refused maybe their offer to go on a date or something like that. And they felt a bit rejected and dejected and kind of, yeah, and they were very focused, I feel, on you. All they maybe wanted was just to go out on a date with you, just to that one time maybe. With the Ace of Cups here, they really did care in the near past. And now they they probably still care. I mean, emotions don't just go away, but they are now more, they may realize that they like you more than you like them, kind of thing, and now they're kind of playing it cool and just trying to figure you out. And yeah, so we've got the Six of Cups clarifying the Emperor card here. So their intentions is the Emperor card. Their intentions is to become the man in your life, to be that permanent man in your life, possibly as your husband, as your boyfriend. They do feel with the Six of Coins that maybe their intentions could be to gain the upper hand, because I feel that they know that they like you more than you like them. And so what they would like to do is to be able to be such the ideal man in your life. That might be what this is, that you will come running to them, that you will want them. They also want to be able to maintain a certain amount of control, in the relationship. Like they want you to come to them. They want you to need them and want them. They want to be able to give to you. They want to be this man in the center here with your hands out. Maybe not begging. I mean, this is a bit of an extreme description, but essentially that's what the energy of the card is, where one person has what another person wants, and also one person is able to give and the other person isn't, is only able to receive. And the Emperor card also talks about being quite controlling, quite stuck in their ways. So they could want a kind of traditional relationship with you. They've certainly got a clear idea as to how they want the relationship to go, where they are the boss, I feel. And I don't think they're really comfortable with maybe, not really having as much control in the situation as they might want. So then in the near future, we've got the Judgment card and the Eight of Cups. So in the near future, with the Judgment card, it looks like they are going to be coming out with some sort of greater truth that maybe has been a long time coming. They may kind of get something off their chest finally, which may be, if this is a situation where we've got the Four of Cups here and you've turned them down, or they may have felt they loved you from a distance but didn't say anything because naturally they don't speak, naturally they don't really express themselves that way. They could finally kind of come out with it. However, we do have the Eight of Cups, so it could be that this person was just like so unsatisfied with things as they were, maybe not telling you how they felt, being investigative, doing things kind of behind the scenes or things like that, that they just come out with it, and they want they kind of are getting tired. They want that ninth cup. They're focused on this ninth cup. They want the ninth cup from you. They want your cup. They're missing that from their Eight of Cups. And this talks to me about them being so dissatisfied with things that they just come out and tell you, like, look, I really like you and I really need that cup that you got. So that's how that could work out. However, we see you with the Five of Cups here, so you have some sort of regret in the near future. So this person could actually come out and say, do you know what, I'm not really into the relationship anymore, I want to move on. Although the rest of the cards don't say that, but the Eight of Cups does talk about someone moving on. So this could be that maybe through all of their investigations, and all their digging around for information, they could find that what they want maybe is something else. Maybe this Nine of Cups is more just what they really want in a partner. Right now they're at a stage where they're looking for that ideal person, but they're not really putting themselves out there. They're not really giving themselves opportunity to do that. Instead, they're suspicious and very focused on work. They may have lost trust in relationships because now they're just very suspicious, very controlling, and want things to be their way and want you to come to them. So yeah, that's what could be happening here. They could just really have some emotional hang-ups that puts them in a position where they might want something, but they're not really going for it. Instead, they're asking lots of questions and kind of going around the houses, and maybe being a little bit immature as well, in the way that they ask questions, and just immature in their communication. But yeah, it does look like, these two cards really do tell me that this person is walking away. This person is searching for something else. And this doesn't really make you very happy. You feel quite regretful, maybe, of how things have gone in the past, letting him down. Maybe you're quite regretful of this situation where maybe this person had extended their cup to you and you didn't accept it. But they really cared about you at the time. But I mean, the Eight of Cups does talk about someone who does really care about you, but maybe they just want more. Maybe there's not enough here. I feel some sort of secret has come out as well that could have spurred this person, or which will spur this person in the future to go ahead and look elsewhere for the love that they're looking for. In the near past, we've got the Tower card, so that's why I said there could be some sort of revelation. So this could be you kind of letting this person know, like, I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. And maybe they are taking that pretty bad. They feel quite rejected by that. But you felt maybe you just had to come out and say it. You had to let them know that you didn't see the relationship going in the same direction they did. Or maybe you've seen certain things about them that you didn't like, that you didn't see before. And that's now opened up your eyes and maybe caused you to take a step back. We do have the Three of Wands in your current position. So this is you waiting. So you guys could be separated at the moment. You guys could be separated, and this person could be figuring out a way to try to get you to contact them, or again, talking to friends, maybe going on Facebook, things like that, to try and find out more about you, what you're up to. You, I think you partly have accepted that it's maybe time to move on and to possibly look at other options with the Three of Wands here. You could be waiting for this person to contact you, which it looks like with the Page of Swords they will do. But I feel that you have told this person that you're not interested, and now you're just on a new path and you're kind of trying out new things and seeing what else is out there. And this person may kind of be spying on you still. Got the King of Swords here in your subconscious. So you're you're being very logical about this. You're not really in your emotions when you come to the situation. You feel like you need to be really smart about this as well. Like you may even feel like you don't trust this person. Like you need to keep your wits about you. You need to be, it's like a chess game to you at the moment. With this person, which, this is really contradictory as well, his or her energy. It is quite confusing. On the one hand, subconsciously they want it all, and then to clarify that, we've got the Four of Coins, which means that they want it all, but they're not really willing to give it all, to get it all, or they're not willing to really open up, And Nine of Cups also talks about someone being a bit of a player. This person could not want to spend any money, not want to go anywhere, be kind of a Scrooge, but yet want it all, and want to be in control, want to be the man, and all of that. But and that might be why you're kind of a little bit defensive. The King of Swords will also be defensive, not just the Queen of Swords. And yeah, it could be that that's the case, but the King of Swords is not really bitter, and the Queen of Swords can be, because she can get into her emotions, but the King of Swords won't really be that emotional, and instead be quite logical and strategic about how to conduct the rest of this relationship. So, and with this here as well, it's like you have a plan and you're just waiting for it to unfold as well. Okay, so your intentions is the Knight of Rods. So you maybe intend, again, just to kind of put yourself out there, you know, have some fun, see what comes out of it. It doesn't look like you're really getting too hot and heavy with regards to relationships. And you're looking for a change. You want a change. You want to try something new. You're ready to follow your passions. And yeah, it just looks like you may have some regrets at the end of the month. Maybe this person comes out and says to you, do you know what, like, I'm leaving, like I'm leaving, I'm going somewhere, or and for some reason you find that quite upsetting, even though it looks like to me you're kind of already decided that there's other things to kind of explore. This person is working very hard behind the scenes to try and get information about you. And you may hear that they've moved on or something. You know, it might come out, especially with the trumpet. You know, it might not be that this person comes up to you and says to you, oh, I don't want to be with you. You might hear of them moving on. They might deliberately put things on Facebook so you know. And maybe it's the way they do it that makes you just feel regretful about things. Breaking up is never easy to do anyway. So it could just be that I mean, they've got the 8 of Cups, so that does symbolize, you know, breaking up is never easy. They do genuinely like you, but it's not enough in some way. Or I think the truth that has come out in the past, they can't deny that. They've also come to that revelation themselves. So whereas you sprung the revelation on them, that you believe there were some lies in the relationship that were causing the relationship to be false, whatever that was, whether that be your feelings about him or whatever it was. Now this person has finally kind of come to terms with that, and they're moving on. And I think for you, it's still sad. For some reason, it's still a sad thing. Maybe you really cared about this person. Or maybe you're just regretful of how things went. Maybe it wasn't a very easy relationship. Under the deck, we've got the Justice card. So justice will be served. Karma will be playing its part. Things will be rebalanced and readjusted. So yeah. We've then got the Page of Coins. This talks about new beginnings, possibly for you. 10 of Wands, and it's got the 3 of Swords in the basic deck. So yeah, the Justice card could be talking about like endings, final endings. Page of Pentacles is new beginnings, new solid beginnings. So you'll be making like some concrete decisions that you probably won't change your mind on, and really commit to a new path, which I think you're doing that here. You're currently moving on. We then got the 10 of Wands, which would mean that you may feel like you've got a lot to carry. You are on your own now, which could feel quite burdensome. You know, this could be a long-term relationship, and this person could want to be the man in your life because they feel like they are, you know, but they're not maybe very good at expressing their emotion by the looks of it. And then we do have the 3 of Swords, which talks about disappointment. So I feel like you maybe expected more from this person. You expected more from them. You're really quite disappointed, I think, as to how they've kind of handled it. Or maybe just disappointed that it's over, because I said breaking up is never easy. But you are on your own now, and you feel it. So let's pull some cards for you, Taurus, for May 2018. For Taurus. a storm is brewing. Okay, we got long distance. So that's that's the spiritual advice position. So maybe saying that there's distance between you two at the moment. And that maybe it's better for you guys to actually have your space and to do your own thing for a bit. And there is a kind of disconnect here going on. The obstacle that you face is short term. Long distance, short term. Yes, I think spirit has a sense of humor sometimes, that's where. And then we've got gossip. So this is what pulls you together. So that's what we were saying. This is gossip. This is also someone spying, talking about you behind your back, but not necessarily gossiping, but talking about you. So asking questions about you, talking about you. So someone did this person maybe a little bit controlling, or but when I say controlling, like they themselves are a control freak, so they have to have control, so they have to know everything about you and all of that. And then look what I pull, control. So you're learning about control. So you may be learning that this relationship isn't what you want because it's too controlling. And you're learning about that maybe sometimes when someone is really controlling, it can come across as kind of endearing. That sounds crazy, I know, I'm going to explain. But when someone is so attentive, like so giving you so much attention and time and worrying about so many things that you're doing, it makes you feel that like that person, initially it makes you feel like that person just cares until it starts to become claustrophobic. So maybe that's the lesson that you're learning, is that sometimes you have to love someone from a distance when they're in your life and they're causing problems, you know. And also sometimes when, so I was going to say, went off on a tangent, that, yeah, love isn't controlling. Love is actually should make you feel more free. They're learning about soulmates. So yeah, this obviously is a soulmate relationship. And they're learning about that, maybe how to manage themselves better in the future. You see them as the beautiful brunette female. So you may see them as very attractive, very alluring, and very much in their emotions. And then they see you as past love. So they kind of see you as like, they know that it's over. They've got triangle. So I don't know if there's a triangulation going on here in the relationship, but I don't get that. There's no other cast really suggests that, although we do have the Three of Swords here. So yeah, this person could move on and they could maybe find somebody else towards the end of the month. But it's only really because you've already kind of said to them that this isn't enough, or this isn't right, something needs to change, and it looks like you've left them. Whereas they themselves have not let go. Currently, they have not let go. They can't quite let go yet for some reason, and so they're still kind of filling their time, it looks like, finding out about you, possibly through social media. And you may hear about them moving on through social media or in some sort of loud way where, you know, everyone can see. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's the end of the reading. If you have any questions, I didn't mention a short-term card. Yeah, so the obstacle is short-term. So the obstacle could be that the relationship can't grow into a long-lasting relationship because maybe this person isn't able to really have long-term relationships right now because they're not able to even open up. Like mentally, this is their mental position. They're very locked in to a particular way of thinking, and I think it just really limits them in relationships, and that's maybe why the relationship is short-term, or their controlling has made it short-term. Like you can't have a long relationship, or you can't withstand that kind of intensity or that kind of controlling behavior for more than a while, like I said at the beginning, it's fine. It could even be a bit enduring the first week or two or month, but after that, if they continue to do that, it just becomes a bit weird. And I think that's what this is. That you just can't be full time, can't be long term. So yeah, that's the reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please do leave some comments down below. If you'd like your own reading, please do email me at symbolsforliving@gmail.com. If you did enjoy the video, please do like, share and subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you in June. Take good care. Bye.